Hello people of the web and welcome back to my Skyblock series. I'm nearing completion of my PC rebuild. Well, it's mostly just a reinstall of everything on my new M.2 drive, which gives me both a massive storage and speed upgrade over my SSD. I did install it a few weeks ago, but with my old SSD still working, I've been a bit slow at getting all my settings dialed in. Now, since the last episode, I've actually been recording and editing a Vanilla High episode. I was hoping for the close then. Now, as I was doing my editing last night, I got a message from Hushbug to say that she managed to get something quite good in our Skyblock world, which I'm hoping... Okay, that's not what I was looking for. That's the pair of boots we already had, which actually we might as well grab while I'm here, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and boots, which I will be putting together. The message she sent me was that we've got another set of boots, which I'm guessing... Aha! Yeah, pretty rare to get diamond armour on a mob, let alone it to drop them, and for both of them to be diamond boots. It's pretty handy. We've also both been making an effort to regularly trade with Kevin, which means we've got a good number of emeralds that we can buy redstone with, and also we have a bit of a stockpile for when we get a toolsmith, which will be at some point if we ever spawn another zombie villager. Now, all of these books have come from fishing, and if I get this correct, we should be able to do it at a reasonable price. Yep, Depth Strider 3, Protection 4, Unbreaking 3, Feather Falling 4, Mending. Don't need these anymore. And all I have to do is repair these boots. Well, that seems simple enough. Although not quite repaired in one hit. Pretty close. Right, with those repaired, what I'm going to do is put them back in the chest because I do not trust myself to wear them. Just in case I ever fall into the void and then they're gone forever. I'll need those, especially if I face the ZactheDragon, which isn't as ridiculous as it might seem. I reckon I could take on the ZactheDragon. I mean, I've got a Dragon Slayer. Somewhere. There. And with feather falling boots, it gives me a good chance. It's been a few days since I was last able to get onto the Skyblock world, and I figured while I'm waiting for Hushbug to wake up and we can play today, I'd clear through my fishing lot and do a bit of fishing. So I'm getting rid of all the crappy rods and bows that we don't need, and I was just checking in that chest there, and we have an acacia log, which means that she has been planting acacia trees. Ah, okay. That would have been more evident if I'd have just come up here. She managed to get some from a travelling merchant, which is awesome. New tree type, new woods. Now that is one of the prettiest horses I've ever seen, and I wish I had him on Vanilla High. Because on Vanilla High he would live in the barn. But here we don't really have any use for a horse, I'm afraid. So I'm really sorry, but I need to do this, otherwise we won't get spawns. Oh, that noise they make is horrible. The biggest thing that I would like to get done this episode would be get another zombie villager, which we could hope spawns in here. But it's been several days and we still haven't had a second one. So what I'm going to do is reactivate this spawning platform. And then at night we should hopefully get plenty of spawns over here that I can kill off all the ones that we don't want by using both my sword and my bow, and then have a zombie villager that we can keep. Hopefully. And now we wait, probably. I think now is the optimal time to make a cup of tea. Oh, before I make a cup of tea, it's probably best that I build somewhere for him to stay. Slabs. I'll need those. And let's build somewhere to keep him that also keeps me out of the sunlight. So if I've put this barrier along here so I can duck under it and a zombie can't, then we just need a roof to keep him in, and of course slabs on top of those blocks so that nothing can spawn. Yeah, so if he can walk along the path here and won't be able to follow me down here. Then all I have to do is place something there to stop him walking back down the path. It's a brilliant plan. Could never fail. I've come back with my cup of tea. That's a creeper. I'm really glad he didn't blow up while I was making tea. Right, that solved that problem. I'm also reminded that the rates here are a lot lower than they would be if we didn't have that giant mob farm in the sky. But if I were worried about rates, I would have put water at the bottom of there and just caught everything. Then we should get some respawns, hopefully. Oops. Ooh! Is that diamond armour I just saw? That is diamond armour. Well, if he doesn't despawn before morning, we might be able to get something from him. Although the drop rates of diamond armour from a... Oh. I'm guessing he's gone. Damn! Well, unfortunately, one night through, no zombie villagers. But we can try again tomorrow. Now, I might as well come in here and try and pick everything up. No creepers? Good. So I can collect some arrows back. And a few bits of string, etc. Oh! Iron! It's always a nice surprise. Right, now to wait for another night. Which means I have time to drink my tea. And eat my rotten flesh. Mmm, delicious. Night number 2. We have a contestant. This is brilliant. And he's holding something. It's even better. Although, just to be safe. Run! Ah! I don't want to back up away from him on a one wide path. Which is very scary. Wait, is that a second? We have 2 zombie villagers. I was hoping for 1. We got 2. They are both holding something, so I should be okay. Poke a hole here. Right, both renamed. Wonderful. And just patch up the hole so that any mobs spawning in here don't get out. That went much smoother than I was expecting. I suppose I could sleep the night away so no more mobs spawn on that platform and can meet my face. Especially don't want to have any baby zombies spawning, because if we cure the villagers, we'll end up with a baby zombie chasing them down. Ooh, if they convert at different times, will one eat the other one? There, separated, sort of. Right, villagers are converted and tucked away safely. Now before I forget, it's probably a good idea to light up that platform. So I'm going to need these. Look at the pretty pattern. Ooh. Oh, I have 3 left. Where's the big open space, just in case? No, I'm fairly confident that lights everything up. Just have an extra one over here. Now that we have 3 villagers, what I would like to do is build a villager breeder. But I need to watch some tutorials first to make sure I know what I'm doing. Now in the meantime, I was just trying to kill mobs and I got knockback, well not knockback, thorns from one of these guys. And it knocked me so that my tippy toes were just about on the stairs back here. And my heart jumped out of my chest. So I've just had a quick discussion with Hushbug, and she's agreed that we can move the stairs. Which means if we take these out here... Oh, would help if I had inventory slots. Right, take these stairs out. We can put them in at this point, I think. Yeah, so they go up from here, and then we'll have a platform at the top. Now, while my heart jumped out of my chest doing it, apparently Hushbug has had that happen several times, and so she's going to make this a bit safer, and hopefully pretty at the same time, because this isn't pretty. She does pretty things, I don't. As all of you that watch probably know. Right, I'm going to leave her to it while I do some fishing. And then while I'm AFK fishing, I'll catch up on some videos for breeding, villager breeders. Because while I think I know how to do it, I'd rather make sure, because the last thing I want to do is get it wrong. I managed to leave myself AFK all night long, which is a first for a while. Not only did we fill up 2 double chests with fishing stuff, but my inventory filled up to about halfway. I've cleared some space by getting rid of saddles, but that's a lot of loot. And stuff like mending is pretty useful. Right, I'll have a look through that later. The other thing I want to check is what Hushbug... Hello? What Hushbug got to do? Yeah, that's a lot wider and a lot safer. Cool. Oh my gosh. I log off, come back on after a night's sleep, and Hushbug has built an autosplitter, which is fantastic. It means I can offload all of this stuff in here. Wait, what? I've taught her well. Now this is something that I've thought about doing for a while, but I didn't think we really had enough iron to justify it. But with the amount of grinding that Hushbug's been doing on the mob farm, we've actually got a reasonable amount of iron that, yeah, we can justify it. Also, there's no door, which I'm guessing means... Do we have a zombie break down the door? And if so, how is Kevin still alive? Right, it's a few hours since the last clip, and currently I'm all alone. But I figured I could make a head start on making a villager breeder, which is what I'm doing here. I just want to light up this area because, well, if I don't, things will spawn. And that's the last thing I want to happen near villagers. Now this is going to be the output for the villagers, and in an ideal world we'd have glass surrounding it so we can see villagers. But we don't have access to glass, so unfortunately for now I'm going to have to use slightly less appealing options. It's not a perfect solution, but it'll do for now. I was just heading over to get some wool to make some beds, and fortunately the last wave seems to be sheep. You may wonder why I chose to have 4 different beds. I couldn't decide which one I wanted, so I went with all. Why not? I shouldn't keep jumping down on things trying to activate my elytra, because I don't have elytra. I have to say, doing this over the void is quite scary. I don't particularly enjoy it. But, well, this is Skyblock. That's kind of what it's all about. Now, I'm not going to go into too much detail about what I'm building because, well, there's a tutorial for it. I'm following Impulse SV, and he's by far my favourite hermit, so please go check him out. link will be in the description. If I forget, tell me off and nag me, because I really should make sure I put the links in. Now, I've built the basic platform for the farm. The difficult thing that I'm facing now is working out how on earth, oh, I can't go around that way, I get the villagers up there. Right, now what I've got currently is a chute which I need to fill with water, and in theory, if I fill that with water, the villagers will swim up it. What the hell? I haven't lit this place up well enough. No. Ah! Well, that didn't go to plan. Right. Now, before I do anything else... Yeah, should have done that to start with. So, in theory, villagers will come up here, rest on that bit, and then I can follow them up and just push them into the hole. In theory. I'm really scared to do this, because if I mess it up, I then lose a villager. And I've only got 3. Beep. Beep. Land boat. And now for the moment of truth. You know you want to go into the water. Come on. I've got a nice home for you. In your pot. Now he'll go up. Flush out and end up on the slab. Then all we have to do is nudge him in. Hopefully. Wow, that was smooth. You're free, Kevin. Look, here's a door. Look, there's a door. You know you want to. Come on, out the door. No, out the... You're going to be problematic, aren't you? I suppose I could just go make myself a cup of tea, and if he ever goes out, of course it'll be out this door. Yeah. Nothing else he can do in here. AFK time. Well, I returned, I have tea, and he's in the boat, so all is well. It's taken me far too many trips to the infinite water source to realise I really should make one in the breeder so that I don't have to keep making the trip, especially as I have to crouch to get round things. So, in theory, that goes there. That'd be an infinite water source. Oh, I can use that. Wonderful. Ah, that's a much easier job. Right, now I've raised the elevator up, so if I put the water in here... Perfect, I just need to get the last villager. You're free! Come on. In the boat. Thank you. Right, that's all the excess stone cleared away. Now, let's see if we can make this guy a farmer. Look, I brought something for you. Goes here. It worked. Put that there. Then we can put the torches on each side rather than on the ground. And in theory, I'll pop those in my offhand. I can go... I have some good news. The farmer is now harvesting crops. Thanks for doing that on call for me. And he's been sharing his food. We have a baby. Which is a relief. Because when you're building something like this and jeopardising villagers that you really can't afford to lose, you do worry quite a lot that you haven't done things quite right. Now, this isn't a good place for him to stay. What we'll want to do is have some trading cells. So I'm going to start making cells along this way. And once we've built the first one, we can test it with our new little baby. And go from there. Not a permanent solution, but I managed to... get a minecart in to move the baby villager. Right, I've managed to make an armourer. Unfortunately, we need him to get up to master level before we can get diamond armour. That was a lot of emeralds, but now we have loads of boots. And now I've run out out of inventory space. We really don't need that many, so as silly as this seems to be doing, yeah, I've already got mine on me. Those can all be melted and we get nuggets for them, which is a bit of a waste. But unfortunately, I need to do this in order to get my eventual diamond armor. Ooh. A shield? Yes, please. I know I don't need this many shields. We'll use them up eventually. With any luck... Fresh leggings. Right, there's me in my fancy leggings. Now, I'm going to give this pair to Hushbug, and she can put the enchantments on, because she said something about having over 100 levels, and I have 12. So she can do that, and I'll just warn her that obviously we'll want an Unbreaking 3 book to go on them at some point. But, yeah, this is going quite well. Boy, does it feel good to be in diamond armour. This villager trading thing was well worth it. Although now we've got all the diamond armour, I kind of feel tempted that we need to get some diamond swords and picks. And there is a villager in the output, so maybe that next? Yes, I was trying to sort out the smithing table and Hushbug spotted a cat. So she's going to try and tame it. I'm going to go get a name tag. Now the cat needs a name, and as it happens, Hushbug has a cat in real life, and it's Ginger, and it's called Cheddar, and she's made a best friend. I thought I was her best friend. I thought you could... Oh. While I was sorting out the toolsmith, we ended up with a couple more villagers, and so I made a cleric. This has been a very productive episode. We've cured 2 villagers, made a villager breeder, gained acacia saplings, made the mob killing chamber a lot safer, gained a Minecraft cheddar, a toolsmith, an armourer, diamond armour, and even diamond tools. Now, if you're enjoying the series, please help me grow my channel by clicking the like button. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye now. Oh, that's an axe. Shouldn't throw an axe at people. Bye bye now.